said exhibits are, I have accumulated them. Judgment. The respondent's essential argument is that since the Supreme witnesses and their witness statements on both are incompetent, the documents tendered through those witnesses cannot be countenanced by the court. By paragraph 41(3) of the first schedule to the electoral appointment, oral examination of witnesses is not allowed. Witnesses are only to adopt their respective written depositions and tender in evidence all distributed documents or other exhibits referred to in their depositions. By paragraph 4(5)(b) of the schedule, such written depositions of the witnesses must be filed along with the petition. Since the above exhibits are documents, including expert reports, which were tendered through the Supreme witnesses whom we have already declared incompetent because their witness statements on oath were filed in violation of the mandatory provisions of paragraph 4(5)(d) of the first schedule of the electoral appointment. The documents admitted through them, which form part of the evidence, are inadmissible and liable to the extent of the record. See Atiku, Buhari, and INEC. The petitioners have also argued that since the parties have agreed during the hearing session that documents properly certified by INEC will not be objected, and the said documents were tendered from back pursuant to the hearing order of this court, 23rd May 2023, the parties are bound by the order of the court to the same has not been appealed against by the second attack responsible. However, this contention of the petitioner does not represent the position of the law. It is stated that the court is not permitted in any event to admit an act on late. It is stated that the court permitted to act in any event to admit an act on legally admissible evidence has been admitted. PCJ 3A. It is certain law that has provided in section admissible evidence. That's in Ladoja and Ajimobi, where the Supreme Court is referred to as a person interested. I shall refer to the case Insurance Trust versus Cliffco, Nigeria Limited. As regards the phrase, the person interested, that the phrase has been examined in the case of Ifan versus Mob, while a person not interested in the outcome of an action has been described as a person who has no temptation to depart from the truth, one side or the other. A person not swayed by personal interest, but completely detached, judicial, impartial, independent. In other words, it contemplates that the person must be detached, independent, and non-partisan, and really not interested which way the context is worse. Normally, a person who is performing an act in official capacity cannot be a person interested under section 91, which grounds. I think the phrase, the person interested, ever also has been quite definitely put in the case of Halton and Halton to mean a person who has pecuniary or other material interest in the result of the proceeding, a person whose interest is affected by the result of the proceedings and therefore would have no temptation to pervert the truth, to serve a person an interest in the sense of intellectual observation or an interest purely in sympathy. It means an interest in the legal sense, which imposes something to gain or loss. CPC and Bugatu, when considering the term who is a person interested under section 91(3) of the Evidence Act, which has represented to task. By the provision of section 91(3) Evidence Act, a person interested is a person who has pecuniary or other material interest and is affected by the result of the proceeding, and therefore will have no temptation to pervert the truth, serve his personal, private ends. In fact, it is most recent in its most recent decision in Oetola and another versus Ariat, the Supreme Court, arguing JSC stated this position in the following words. The other evidence adduced by the appellant to prove their case is the expert analysis report prepared by TW1, who by his own admission is a member of the second appellant and had been a special assistant to the first appellant and was engaged by the appellants to establish the invalidity of the results for PC8A for the 744 polling units. It is filed further that I made the report as directed by the petitioners and that I empowered those who wrote the petition. By his own testimony, he established that he was not an independent expert, as he had an interest in the subject of analysis, carrying out the analysis from the conclusion that the results were invalid. It was filed to support the contemplated petition. It was an analysis from an answer and not from a question. That the report is not the product of an independent, impartial, petitional analysis. He is clearly close to the disposition or temptation to depart from the truth. The listing of the expert analysis report in the petition among the documents relied on prove the petition showed it was made in anticipation for the information filed. The report having been made by Peter Woodman as a person interested in the subject matter of the petition. When the petition was anticipated to establish that the election result was invalid is not admissible. In the instant case, PW4, who claimed to be an expert, was contracted by the petitioners before the election to carry out data analysis on the result of the presidential election held on 26th February 2020. He even tendered his letter of engagement by a second petitioner dated 20th February 2023, which was admitted as his petition. According to him, he produced his initial report on 19th March 2023. His report was made a day before this petition was filed on 20th March 2023. All portions of the report, the PCD1, PCD3, was prepared in anticipation of this petition. As for PW7, who also claimed to be an expert witness, she admitted that she was not only a member of the second petition, but had contested the House of Representatives election under the platform of the second petitioner, which election was conducted the same day with the presidential election on the 26th of February 2023. She also admitted that the report she presented in the PCK-APF are public information posted by Amazon, which she downloaded from the Amazon website, and the open access information she downloaded in her report cannot be amended by her. This shows that PW7 was clearly not the maker of the state documents. As for PW8, who claimed to be a cybersecurity expert, he stated under cross-examination by the first respondent that she was engaged by the second petitioner as an expert on 10th March 2020. Their evidence against admissible. PCE1, PCE4, PCF, PCG2, PCH1, PCJ1, PCJ2, PCJ3, PCJ4, PCJ1, and PCJ4 tended through the incompetent figure of 4, 5, 6, 7, hereby extend the second aspect of the respondent's objection is on the ground of improper certification or authentication. On the second respondent's objection, the exhibit TDT1, TDT21, the IRS report for Adamawa State on the ground that no certificate of authentication of those computer-generated documents was filed in compliance with Section 84 of the Evidence of Government. CD1 is 6, referred to by the petitioner in response to the petition are IRS certificates of compliance with Bayelsa, Benue, Niger, and Rivers State. Adamawa State is not included in those exhibits. Exhibit PCC1 and PCC28, which include Adamawa State, are actually givers reports and their certificates of compliance. That of Adamawa is PCC21. In short, no certificate of compliance was includes by the first respondent in respect of IRF report is ECA series in respect of Adamawa State. Stated to have been downloaded from Annex IRF portal and were certified by Annex as true copies of what they have in their IRF portal. The documents qualify as public documents within the meaning of Section 102 of the Evidence Act 2011, and the certification by ANIC authenticates those documents. Therefore, the provision of Certificate 4 of the Evidence Act is not applicable in this case. This is the position of the law as espoused in the case of Atiku and Gibson, while the Apex Court held that the computers from internet generated documents printed from the public official is a public document. Only a copy of such a which is duly certified in compliance with Section 104 of the Evidence Act 2011. That as such a means of has in this court. Exhibits DBT1 to DBT21 having been downloaded from INEC report and duly certified by INEC are clearly admissible. As for the fourth respondent's objection to Exhibit PCG2, the flash drive tendered by PW5, the staff of Arise TV, it is clear that the said witness have in paragraph 61 of his written statement of not only stated that he participated in all stages of the recording, production, and packaging of the flash drive, but he had certified the process of the production as required by Section 84 of the Evidence Act. On the fourth respondent's objection to the admissibility of Exhibit X2, on the ground that the Exhibit X2 was obtained by the petitioner from the registrar of this court and not from the custodian of the original copy, we have examined it, which is the European Union Observation Mission Nigeria Editorial Final Report, as rightly observed by the fourth respondent. The photocopy of the document is certified by the Secretary of the Presidential Election Protection Board and not any officer of the European Union Election Observation Mission, which is the original copy document by Section 141 of the Evidence Act 2011. Secondary evidence in public document only admissible if it has been certified by a public officer having custody of the original copy of the document, who by that section may give a copy of them to any person who has the right to inspect it. Together with a certificate written at the foot of such copy that it is a true copy of such document or part of it as the case may be. Under subsection 2 of that section, the public officer is going to certify same by subscribing his name, official title, and date, and why he is authorized to use a seal with his seal. Clear. The registrar of this court, who is not the custodian of the original copy of the Exhibit, cannot validly certify that document under Section 104(1) of the 2011. The commissary and Arabia where West JSC stated that the whole essence of the whole system of the clause adhering to the certification requirement of public documents was still their authenticity vis-à-vis the original copies. Since Exhibit H2 has not been validly certified, it is inadmissible in evidence. Currently, H2 stands responsible. The third aspect of the petitioner's objection to the petitioner's document is on the ground that the petitioners failed to plead specific over documents protected, still documents protected by the government IS. So many are artistic that get the judgment in the city. I have carefully examined the petitioner's pleading and the documents objected to by the respondent. The petitioners have specifically advised in paragraph 101 of the petition that they will rely on all the figures, electoral, all other listed documents used for the conduct of the presidential election, including which have been listed as items A to PCC, that paragraph. However, election petitions are sui generis, and it is settled that for an affirming in an election petition is competent, material facts relating to complaints made therein must be pleaded. Delbore, Ahmed, Piazzi, and Oti. In the latter case of PDP and ANI, the Supreme Court was categorical on this mandatory requirement or specificity in affirming. On whether the affected paragraphs were rightly struck up, I have read the affected paragraph and found that the direct application of non-voting, several points, disruption of election, non-contribution of election, some printing of public papers, falsification of election results, widespread disruption, irregularities and malpractice without providing particulars, or the polling units where the alleged malpractice took place. The lower court was therefore right when to get followed. Paragraphs above in my view are too generic, vague, and lacking in any particulars, as they are not tied specifically to any particular polling unit or any particular number of people who are alleged to that. The fact that a party can file further particulars or deny in the application is a non-starter. I have nothing to add to this statement before advance above. I don't think of mine. That's where allegations of non-compliance and corrupt practices are made, such as in the instant petition, the polling units, wards, or other places where those irregularities are alleged or caught must be specifically cleared. The petitioners have argued that the issue of non-compliance by the offense of conduct is laws, guidelines, and relevant statutes is a universal complaint because it is an infraction against the Nigerian people, the Nigerian state. However, this contention of the petitioners not in consonance with the requirement of the law as espoused in February and Ahmed. PDP total number of votes deducted from the scores of voted results. The votes despite the 18,018 polling units, to which those blurred reports led an impossibility because the results are read. However, this is because the petitioners who claim that they could not specify the polling units in the 18,008 blurred results. Same polling units have been specified in the expert report of PW4, through whom the blood results were tendered. However, PW and the impacted votes, accredited voters, and the number of PV. As I earlier noted, PW4's report was concluded on 19th March 2023 before the petitioners filed this petition on 20th April, which means the petitioners were aware. The petitioners admitted that they have agents in the polling units, and those agents signed, namely at the polling units, the ward collation centers, the local government collation centers, the state collation centers, and the ultimate collation center at the federal level in Abuja. Designated role is not ignited is untrue. In fact, this admission proclaims since their agents were availed with copies of this. As regards the petitioner's contention that they have paragraphs 45C and 41A of the first schedule of the electoral affairs case. In support of the petitioner's objection to the first respondent document, the witness of the first respondent, thus under Rule 1, cannot tender same effort. He relied on mainstream bank limited and general others submitted. The first respondent is trying to deny another letter received by it from the fourth respondent, which he has also certified. They will just go directly to the petition. Yes. So, by virtue of the provisions of Section 150 of the Evidence Act 2011, public documents include public records kept in Nigeria of private documents. In the case of Tinubu and Judgement and others, what is known for by Honorable tells that a private document sent to the police form part of the record and of the police, and is consequently a public now Section 102 of the External Evidence Act 2011, also tried that the public which one duly so satisfied is admissible evidence, notwithstanding that it is not tendered by the maker. Indeed, a certified copy of a public document can be tendered by a person who is not a party case. See the case of Mararo and JDC, Dagash and Bulama, Mustafa, Tetima, and others versus Al-Haji.
Exhibit RA1 and RA2 being in the public record of sales of conduct, a public document, are therefore admissible having been certified by the sales of conduct under Section 104 of the Evidence Act 2011. On the petition objection to exhibits RA6 and RA7, the record of proceedings of this court of 4th July 2023 shows that contrary to the assertion of the petition, said exhibits RA6 and RA7, which are the cloud trail law and certificate of compliance with Section 84 of the Evidence Act, were not tendered from the bar but through RW1. Indeed, the record shows that the petitioners consented to the said document being taken as read and reflected, therefore have no hesitation in discontinuing the petitioner's petition.
When they hold the petitional objection to this RA1, RA2, RA6, and RA7 tendered to respondents and the declarations is hereby overruled. Now got objection to the petitional objection to the second and third respondents' statements. Consider the resolution of that objection. On the petitional objection to exhibits RA8 and RA9, an examination of the petition shows that in paragraph 28, they have challenged the second respondent qualification to contest the election on the ground that he was fined a sum of $460,000.
Namely, that narcotics law imposed by the United States District Court, Northern District of Illinois, Eastern District.
As rightly submitted by the second and third respondent, they have countered this allegation of the petitioners in paragraph 46 to 53, and particularly pleaded in paragraph 50, that the United States of America, through its embassy in Nigeria, had by a letter dated February 4, 2003,
addressed deputies, general police, and confirmed that upon their record checks, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, National Crime Investigation Center, NCIC, the centralized information center that maintains records of every criminal arrest and conviction within the United States of America. There were no records of any form of criminal arrest.
Warrant against the second respondent. The respondent shall found and rely on a copy of the said letter of February 4, 2023, done by Michael. Done by From the foregoing, it is obvious that issues were joined by the parties on the indictment alleged by the petitioners, and RA8 and RA9 are clearly relevant. As for the argument of the petitioner over
RA8 is a letter of inquiry written by the Inspector General of Police, the Consulate General of the United States Embassy in Nigeria,
inquiring as to whether the second respondent had any criminal record in the United States of America, while RA9 is the reply to exhibit RA8 by the United States Embassy in Nigeria. Both letters form part of the record of the Nigerian case and are therefore public documents under Section 100B of the Evidence Act. Certification by the Nigerian Police Force is a confirmation that Exhibits RA8 and RA9 are true copies of those documents which are in their custody. With regard to the petition objection to the relevance of Exhibit RJ, the record shows that the petition challenge to the qualification of the second responder was confined to allegations of double knowledge
of his validity that respondent on the alleged fine, the second respondent was the sum of $40,000 by the United States Court. The educational qualifications of the second respondent were never challenged by the petitioner's petition. It was the second and third respondents who introduced the educational qualifications of the second respondent in their reply, and the petitioner has not joined issue with the second and third respondents in their reply to the second case only on matters over which
parties are in dispute. The fiscal included those documents in paragraph 62 of their reply to the petition to show that the second respondent enjoyed an unrestricted right ingress and egress to the United States of America. And up till now, he still enjoys an unimpeded right of access to the United States of America. Therefore, I consider view that RA11 and RA16 are relevant to these proceedings. Petitioner objection same thereby discontinued. As for Exhibits RA17 and RA18, the petitioner's reason for objection to the same has nothing to do with the admissibility of the documents. The second and third respondents having raised objection to the first petitioner's local standing to contain the petition in paragraphs 1-8M of their reply to the petition. However, we have already considered and determined the issue of the petitioner's local standing whilst resolving the respondent's renewal objections. We have already resolved same in favor of the petitioners. Therefore, this objection has been taken by our ruling objection. On the petitioner contention that Exhibit RA19, the report of the committee on the location of the federal capital Nigeria, is not relevant. We have examined the pleadings and the said exhibit. It is apparent to us that while the petitioners have averred in paragraph 81 of the petition that the presidential candidate must score 25
of the votes before he can declare and stand elected, the second and third respondents have averred in paragraph 86 of their reply that FCT does not enjoy a special status over the other states of the nation, and that Abuja is still inhabited by Nigerians who are
equal to Nigerians in any other part of Nigeria, and residents of Abuja are not conferred with any privilege and advantage that is not accorded to citizens of other communities or states in Nigeria. We are therefore to conclude that facts have been pleaded which renders RA19 relevant. On the petitioner's objection to the admissibility of Exhibit RA22, we observe that the document is the same as Exhibit RA2, which we have already found to be admissible, having been certified by ANIC as a copy of document in their possession. Tender of RA22, which is not even certified, and therefore a stupid stage, thereby discontinued. With regard to the objection to admissibility of exhibits RA24
and RA25, we are paragraph 38 and 90 of the regulations of guidelines of conduct in this country, the inability of the first responder transfer or transmit the results of the elections to the eye reporter at real time. Amounted to non-compliance with the Electoral Act, whether such non-compliance substantially affected the outcome of the election. Whether by the totality of evidence accused,
have proven that the election of the second respondent was invalid by reason of corrupt practices and non-compliance with the programs of the Electoral Act of 2022. D. Whether in the absence of any proof of lawful and unlawful votes to be added to the scores of the petitioners and for unlawful votes to be deducted from the second respondent's scores of the election, the petitioners have proven that the second respondent was not elected by a majority because it was cast. E. Whether having regard to the declared results of the election and the provision of Section 134, subsection 2D of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended, the second respondent would
return as duly elected after having scored the highest number of votes cast of 25% of the votes cast over 2,000 federation. The land senior advocate for the second and third respondent, Chikwale Olamide, formulated the following four issues for the town meeting. One, having regard to the relevant provisions of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended, salient provisions of the
Judgement of Federal High Court in FAC APSCS 145/2022 between Labour Party and ANIC in paper from 23 January 2022, which is X1, as well as admissible evidence of record, whether the election of the second respondent in the office of President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria on 26 February 2022 was not in substantial compliance with the principles and the provisions of the Federal Constitution.
In view of the clear provisions of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999, the electoral activity and clearly of the legal existence and the criteria for qualification of candidates election to the office of President, coupled with the unreported decision of the Supreme Court in SCs of Series 501/2023, People's Democratic Party of Independent National Electoral Commission, ANIC, delivered on 26 May 2023.
Whether the second and third respondents are not eminently qualified to contest the presidential election on 26 February 2023. 3. Upon the combined reading of sections 134 and 299, as well as other relevant sections of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended, Section 66 of the Electoral Act 2022.
relevant statute, whether the second respondent has not satisfied the necessary constitutional and statutory requirement to be declared winner of the election 26 February 2022 and return as President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. 4. Considering the constitutional petition and the third evidence on whether this honorable court can accede to the needs of the L4 family Senior Council for the person nominated for issues of examination for 1. Whether having regard to the issues joined and the evidence
on the nomination of the third respondent as vice presidential candidate of the second respondent and the annual civil forfeiture of that alleged civil forfeiture of the sum of $460,000 to the United States by order of the District Court, case number 93C4483. The petitioners have established that second respondent was not qualified to contest the presidential election held on 26 February 2022 as provided for in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as altered. 2. Whether having regard to the relevant and admissible evidence led by the parties, the conduct of the presidential election held on 26 February 2023 election was vitiated by non-compliance that was substantial enough to have affected its outcome and justified modification of the election as by the applicable provisions of the Electoral Act 2022. 3. Whether the burden of
that first petitioner and not second petitioner because majority was cast in each of the at least 2/3 of all states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory to be declared and returned as the winner of the presidential election held on 26 February 2023.
2. Whether from the documentary evidence before the Honorable Court read and examined together with the unchallenged expert and technical evidence of the petition witnesses, the petitioner proved that the non-compliance by the first respondent with the relevant provisions of the Federal Act 2022 and the subsequent legislation made thereunder substantially affected the outcome of the question presidential election held on 26 February 2023.
establishment with the earlier expired of 20 May 2020.
These are: one, whether the second respondent at the time of the presidential election held on the 26th day of February 2023 was not disqualified until the said election by virtue of the provisions of 137(1)(g) of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and two, whether the third respondent at the time of the presidential election held on 26th February 2023 was qualified to contest the said election as the vice presidential candidate to the second respondent, if answered in the negative.
Whether this qualification or the second three, whether the election held on 26th February 2023, while in the second
was declared and done by the first winner, was not invalid in relation to the conduct of the election made pursuant to the Act. From the pleadings, the evidence accused and the submissions of counsel the evidence before the court, the second and third respondents were qualified to contest the presidential election of 26 February 2023. Two, whether having regard to the evidence adduced by the parties, the petitioners have established that there was substantial non-compliance with the provisions of the Electoral Act 2022 and that the non-compliance substantially affected the results of the election. Three, whether from the totality of the evidence adduced, the petitioners have proven that the presidential election held on 2022
was invalid by reason of corrupt practice. Four, whether from the evidence adduced by the accused, the petitioners have established that the second respondent was not duly elected by a majority of lawful past election. What we stated earlier, we have summarized submissions of counsel, statements reading them out.
First issue is whether having regard to the problems of Section 137 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended to 35 of the Electoral Act and the evidence before the court, second and third respondents were qualified to contest the presidential election of 26 February 2023. Well, I think issue of qualification has been resolved in petition number 4. Same issue that has been raised here. So we stand by our petition. The only exception is the allegation on the issue of the second application made by the petitioners in Round 1, which is contained in paragraph 28 to 30 of the petition, is that the second respondent is disqualified from contesting the presidential election because they stated in paragraph 28 of the petition as follows. The petitioner further pleaded that the second respondent was also at the time of the election not qualified to contest for election to the office of president, as he was fined the sum of $460,000 for an offense involving dishonesty, namely narcotics trafficking, imposed by the United States District of Northern District of Illinois, Eastern Division, case number 93C4483, United
Atlantic versus funds in account 2633226 held by First Heritage Bank in the name of Bola Tinubu. Funds in accounts 394833134
Held by Citibank NA, the name of Tinubu or Compass Finance and Investment Company. Funds in accounts number that was held by Citibank International in the name of Tinubu defendants. The petitioners have pleaded and lied on the order of the U.S. court, its IFAC, which they tendered from the bar and which was subsequently identified by PW and PW12 in their evidence alias summarized. The petition have centered their contention on the provisions of Section 137, subsection 1D of the 1999 Constitution, which reads as follows. A person shall not be qualified for election to the office of president if he is under a sentence of death imposed by any competent court of law or tribunal in Nigeria, of sentence of imprisonment, fine, any offense involving dishonesty or fraud, by whatever name court, or any other offense imposed by him by any court, tribunal, was substituted by competent court, or by competent authority, any other sentence imposed on him by the operating court, been defined by the same Black Law Dictionary or fine imposed as a result of criminal trial conviction. Indeed, this held action Congress or fraud solely on the basis of an indictment for those offences by an administrative panel of inquiry implies the presumption of guilt, contrary to Section 35 of the Constitution of Federal Government of 1999, whereas conviction for offences and imposition of penalties and punishment are matters appertaining exclusively to judicial power. See also the cases of Amici and Anis Omu Waye as Attorney General of the State, Karim and others of the Shikafi. A careful perusal of P5 relied upon by the petitioners show that the case number 193CV04483 was in the civil docket of the U.S. District Court, Northern District, and it was a civil forfeiture proceeding against first specified account with First Heritage Bank and Citibank NA. L5 is actually an action in rem against the funds of First Heritage Bank and Citibank. It is not an action in personal. 23. In paragraph 45, the statement may be proved by the production of a certificate of the sentence or order and the fingerprint marks, the fingerprint of the person so convicted, together with evidence, the defendant, all two of the petition which they raised at the preliminary stage, but which we deferred at this stage because it touches on the substance of the petition. The first objection is that the petitioners are stopped from relitigating the issue contained in paragraph 2, paragraph 33 2009, as well as relief 5.1 and 2 of the petition, as it relates to electronic transmission and collection of the election results in view of the subsequent judgment of the Federal High Court, suit number FHC APS CS 1454/2022, Labour Party Independent Electoral Commission. The first respondent particularly deferred this court to paragraph 55 and 74 of the petition and submitted that the facts alleging non-compliance with the Electoral Act, which are set out in paragraph 36 of the petition, are hinged on the same issue of the electronic transmission of votes, which was brought against the second petition in the same suit number FHC SC 145 to the effect that there is no mandatory requirement for the first respondent to electronically transmit the results of the election. Lies of place on Bandagin and others was Riadi, Oyeroba, and another was Laufa. An examination of petitioner petition and excellent shows that in their petitions specified paragraph 37.45 and 45, the petitioners have averred as follows. The petitioners aver that at the conclusion of the election and at each polling unit, the presiding officer was mandatorily required to electronically transmit or transfer the result of the polling unit directly to the collation system of the first responder. In addition, the presiding officer was apart from the importance of the beavers in the capture of accreditation at polling unit in an election. The beavers is also mandatory to be used in the process of uploading the information data included in by the first responder and presiding officer at each polling unit, who shall, upon completion of voting and due recording and announcement of the result, 1. Electronically transmit the result of the polling unit directly to the collation system as described by the first responder. 2. Use the beavers, upload a scanned copy of the form ECLA to the early resulting voter area described by the first responder. And 3. State the beavers and the original copy of each of the forms tamper evident envelope to the registration area for all collation officer, the company of security agents, the polling agents may accompany the presiding officer to the registration area for all collation center. In Exhibit S1, the certified true copy of the judgment of the Federal High Court in suit number FHC ABJCS 1454/2022, which the first respondent is contending to constitute this topic to ground 2 of this petition. The sole question presented for determination in the ordinary summons is as follows. Whether, having regard to combined effect of sections 47 to 52, 64, 65, and 61 and 2, and other relevant provisions of the Electoral Act 2022, the respondent can still insist on manual collation of results in the forthcoming general election. Upon determination of the above questions, the plaintiff, which is the second petitioner herein, sought for the following things. 1. A declaration that the respondent has no power to opt for manual method other than the electronic method provided for by the relevant provisions of the Electoral Act. 2. An order of this honorable court directing from compelling the respondent to comply with the Electoral Act on electronic transmission of results of the forthcoming general election. In its judgment in X1, the Federal High Court held as follows. In view of the foregoing, can the act of the defendant in collecting and transferring election results manually in the forthcoming 2023 general election be said to be contrary to the relevant provisions of the Electoral Act 2022? The answer can only be in the negative, but there is nowhere in the above cited section where the Commission or any of its agents is mandated to only use an electronic means in collecting or transferring of election results. If any, the Commission is only mandated to collect and transfer election results and number of accredited voters in the way or manner given by it. In view of the above, I'm finding that by the provision of sections 52 and 65 of the Electoral Act 2022, the correct interpretation of said statute is that the defendant, Independent National Electoral Commission, is at liberty to prescribe the manner in which election results could be transmitted and so forth. Consequently, this matter is hereby dismissed. Close of court. It is third law that for a judgment of a court to conclude a topic in a subsequent action, it must have finally decided the same issue in contention between the same parties or their previous. The Anchorage Relations Limited and others was Eco Bank, Nigeria Limited. And Adibayo was Babalola and others. From the averments contained in the petitioner's petition, which I have earlier reproduced above, it is clear that the petitioner allegation of not in paragraph 2 of the petition is hinged on the contention that it was mandatorily required with the judgment of the Federal High Court X1. Corrupt practices were made in paragraph 60 is as stipulated in paragraph data will occur when data services are available. They also stated that polling unit besides that transmitted results, though received on the in-transmission application hosted on the AWS, the in-transmission could not organize and push the results instantly to the presidential module on the IRA portal because it could not map the result uploaded for the presidential election to any state. The first respondent believes it should rely on the AWS crowd trail laws, indicating parties employed to fix the error of technical belief on the election day. Upon resolution of the HTTP 500 error, the results which were delayed in the internal system were eventually organized and placed to the IRF portal. The results are available as generated in the original form, using the givers. The first respondent stated that the technical glitch did not in any way affect the result of the presidential election. However, in paragraph 37 of their reply, the first respondent replied, the petitioners denied What sum to 61 and 5, 64 4A and B, 64 5, and sum 3 2 of the Electoral Act and paragraph 38 1 and 2, but 8A, B, C, 55, 11 5, 7 and 20, 51 2, 54 12, and 55 12, and 93 of the regulations and guidelines. I have carefully considered the submissions of the parties on this issue of non-compliance with the Government Electoral Act and the paragraph of the Constitution to make its own rules or otherwise regulate its own procedure, and in so doing it shall not be under the control of the President. Indeed, by Section 158, subsection 1 of the Constitution, INEC shall not be subject of voters to verify, confirm, or authenticate the particulars of the intended voter in the manner prescribed by the Commission. Also, under Section 65 of the Act, the presiding officer shall transfer the results of the election, including the total number of accredited voters and the results of the ballot, in a manner as prescribed by the Commission. Section 62 sub 1 of the Act specifically provides that after the recording and announcement of the result, the presiding officer shall deliver same along with election materials under security and accompanied by the candidates or their agents who are available to third person as may be prescribed by the Commission. Further, Section 64.4 states that a collation officer or returning officer at an election shall collate and announce the results of an election subject to his or her verification and confirmation that A, number of accredited voters stated on the collation At this stage, it should be noted that Section 47.2, referred to in Section 64.4a, relates to the procedure for accreditation of voters by the presiding officer using a technological device prescribed by the Commission. As for Section 64, referred to in Section 44B of the Act, it only mandates the presiding officer to count and announce the result at the polling unit. In fact, subsection 5 of Section 60 goes ahead to mandate the presiding officer to transfer the result, including total number of accredited voters and the results of the ballot in the manner prescribed by the Commission. The Act also provides in Section 64(5) that the collection officer or returning officer shall use the number of accredited voters recorded and transmitted from polling units under Section 64 of the Act to collect and announce the result of an election if a collected result at his or her lower level of collection is not correct.
Recorded and transmitted directly from each polling unit where the election is executed and as prescribed under Section 64(4), which requires only the counting and announcing the result of the polling unit. The careful examination of the above sections that opened by the petitioner shows that the Electoral Act had used the words deliver
in Section 62, subsection 1, transfer in Section 60, subsection 5, and transmitted directly in Sections 50, subsection 2, 4, 5, and 6 of the Electoral Act, stating how the result of election should be handled under those provisions. A look at the definitions of those words in the Blackburn Dictionary 6th edition shows that the word transfer is defined at page 1497 as to call
or remove from one place, person, etc. to another, or to pass or hand over from one to another, or to specifically change over the possession or control. The word transmit, on the other hand, is defined by the same law dictionary to mean to send or transfer from one person place to another or to communicate. In my view, the Electoral Act 2022 has used the words deliver, transfer, and transmitted directly interchangeably to describe how the results of the election shall be moved from one state to another until the results are
clear. In all these, the Electoral Act 2022 has not specifically provided that the result of the election shall be electronically transmitted. It is in the exercise of its powers under Section 1, subsection 1 of the 1991 Constitution and Section 148 of the Electoral Act 2022 that the First Zone does annex hearing make the regulations and guidelines for the conduct of election 2022 as well as annex manual for election 2023.
In paragraph 14A and 18A of the regulation, the First Respondent prescribed the bimodal voter accreditation system (BVAS) as the technological device for the purpose of accreditation and verification of voters in the 2023 general elections. The petitioners have also hinged their allegation of non-compliance on paragraph 38(1) and 2, 48A,
50, 5, and 7, 20, 51, 2, 54, 7, 55, 7, and 92 of the regulations and guidelines. Paragraph 38 of the regulation provides as follows.
From the foregoing provisions of the regulations and guidelines relied upon by the petitioner, it is clearly evident to me that although the Electoral Act has provided in Section 62, subsection 1 for the delivery by the presiding officer
of the result along with other election materials under security and accompanied by candidates or their polling agents were available, such a person as may be prescribed by the first responder. The first responder has, by paragraph 38 of the regulations and guidelines quoted above, introduced electronic transmission to a collection system, in addition to the physical transfer of the election results to the registration area for board collection officer. As stated earlier, the technological device as prescribed by ANIC in the conduct of the 2022 election is the bimodal voter
giver. The function of the giver, as stated in paragraph 14A and 18A, is to verify the voter through a positive identification of the voter and authentication of the voter by matching his or her fingerprint or face facial recognition, thus accrediting the voter to vote at the election and storing the data and number of certificated voters. By paragraph 38, 2 and 3 of the regulation, the giver is also to be used by the presiding officer to upload a scanned copy of the ECNA to the drawn
voter IRF, after which the presiding officer shall take the beavers and the original copy of each of the forms to the registration area from ward collection officer. From the above functions of the beaver, it is clear to me that apart from using the beavers to scan the physical copy of the polling unit result and upload same to the IRF, there is nothing in the regulation to show that the beavers was meant to use electronically transmit or transfer the result of the polling unit direct collection system. It should be noted that the annual result portal IRF is not a collection system. The Supreme Court in
has explained the difference between the collection system and the IRF. In that case, IGJ held at follows court. As their names depict, the collection system and the IRF result view portal are part
of the collection process, the election process, and play particular roles in that process. The collection system is made of the centers where results are collected at various stages of the election. So the polling unit results transmitted to the collection system provides the relevant collection officer the means to verify a polling unit result as the need arises for the purpose of collection. The result transmitted to the result viewing portal is to give the public at large the opportunity to view the
polling unit result in the election as an expert. As an expert who stated that she was aware that ANIC was mandated to electronical transmit or transfer the result installed and managed by the first responder.
I think the assertion that the failure to upload the results on the IRF was a ploy by the first responder to manipulate the results. They stated that they relied on the site posted on the AWS platform to show that the results of the election were uploaded on the IRF portal by the first responder and the documents are all report tendered there to the Tinubu. These are PCA, PCA4, 6 reports of as candidate for member House of Representatives for Oja of Yala, Federal Constituency, Cross River State.
He stated that
Federal Constituency, Cross River State.
He stated that
development from him. He stated that she was supposed to be tested and any issue flagged ought to be remedied before employing stoplight. He stated that if he saw 99.99 availability of objects took over a year, she said to the public on HTTP